What is going on? I'm Zedmod, and we have continued on the path of Warships glory. So code Zedmod in that shop, get your pass going, get all those rewards, yada yada yada. But more importantly, jump on into Warships because we have got all of the hot tips for you. As you can see by my log, 9 straight wins. It's the best time to come to you guys because I'm feeling hot and it's a good way to lose your streak. So as you can see here, 248, they gave up, 3 minutes, 2 seconds, 351, 216, just flying through the things. Made a bit of a boo-boo against Alex Shu, but got a little bit lucky there. And if you're curious what the heck changed my fortunes, I'll show you. And this is like the base that you just saw. That is the Nightwada base. Find him on the leaderboard. He is in diamond already. Big shout out to him. Just absolutely crushing it. Always does well in those defensive seasons. And also, this strategy came through Medkit and Orion. So I love to get some feedback from the braintrust. I know that on YouTube it comes like I'm this giant big brain warships person, but all I'm doing is taking the things that the very, very smart people are doing and trying to distill them down to a level where I can understand it and you and I can profit together. It's kind of like that old Slashdot meme where it was like, step 1, do something. Step 2, do something else. Step 3, question mark, question mark, question mark. And step 4 is always profit, of course. So we have moved on to the profit portion of the show. We should be able to push up into 18 in theory. And this is what it's all about. This button right here. The thing that makes Boom Beach, that is what has solved all of our problems. 1, 2, 3, 4. And bases will maybe, by the time you guys see this video, have changed. So do pay close attention to what people's bases are doing, but all we're really doing is flare into this back corner and shocking things. It's that simple. It's that stupid. It's that easy. And then we're just gonna let our troops fan out here and they're gonna take some things down. I'm gonna focus on the Doom Cannon because Doom Cannons, hopefully you guys, I'm going to unplug the cable, but there we go. We have gotten that back right-hand corner cleared out. And now we can start dropping on this left-hand side. And you don't have to super duper rush. I might have dropped them a little teeny tiny bit early and then just going. And you can choose which order you do first, which order you do second. And then you can also decide if you want to flare on the engine room directly. And if you do, make gosh darn sure your shocks are on time and your med kits arrive on time. I almost blew that one, but we should be good enough to shock this, and then we get that final engine room down. And this is a whole lot more fun than watching your troops wander aimlessly and like kind of lag and glitch and move incorrectly. And we are gonna move on up and just I love, like, and I gotta say, 10 win streak is my favorite win streak. Obviously, actually, I think the next win streak is better, but anytime you get at least 10, that nice clean, maybe I'll use that in my thumbnail, we'll see. Anyways, so hopefully you guys have waited before you went into mines. Go get flare first. It is just a huge weight off your shoulders, and it makes for a lot more fun. Instead of waiting for an opponent, you guys already get the idea. It's 4 each side, and there are a couple times where I've gone against 3 engine room bases back when I was flailing and had fallen out of gold. So I threw 1 boat of rifles first, and they just took a little bit of oomph back there, but really probably didn't need it because we finished in ridiculous times. So the only thing to be aware of is if you do go against a base like Mr. Alex Shu, notice 100% building damage. I got cocky, I didn't even pay attention, and then by flaring in the middle, I ended up getting eaten alive by that back machine gun and just barely snuck that back corner out. I almost didn't get those back engine rooms. I would have had to like send another 2 boats to that back right, which would have been awful. And then you'll notice that these boom cannons are so well placed that they are just picking off all of my warriors one by one. So I got a little bit lucky there by not being on the defensive side, and that's kind of my goal for the season. Is I'm trying to avoid the defensive side of things. Yes, we do have mines and flamethrowers and machine guns and rocket launchers, but we haven't gotten, like, these are still tick 3 rockets. I'll show you my tech tree just so we don't have to keep rambling so much. No heavy choppa. That troop damage right there is so calling my 16 keys. That is so cheap for 50%. I have not maxed rocket launchers. I did max the mines and the flamethrowers and the machine guns, and look who's next. Kevy Kavan in 2 chests. So by the time you guys wake up, in 12 hours from now, I'm recording this in the evening. By the time I get my next chest, I will be ready for Kevy Kavan. And I kind of assume Kavan is the next step, but I need to check in with the join at own risks and all of the rest of the brain trusts. And by the way, any of you that send me tips, whether it be in YouTube comments or Discord or Telegram or Twitter replies or whatever it might be, big shout out to you guys, because I don't know how people play this game with just their task force, like just like the task force chat where you can't share replays and you have to like type. Yeah, anyways, it's awkward. And if you are not on the Boom Beach Discord or my Discord, do join one or both of them. The social aspect just makes this game. And I know that there is no money in putting replays in the task force chat, and but this is not all about KPIs. We need to get Boom Beach social aspect again, and hopefully the developers and Boom Beach hear that. And I don't know if it's a blocker or what, but we definitely need Boom Beach replays in chat. 70% building damage. So I think as long as I flare on a flamethrower there, they'll spread out. That should be okay. But then I can't shock that machine gun. So maybe I'll just flare. Where would you guys flare here? I kind of tempted to just go to the machine gun, and then I can shock all of it and then shock the left and throw a medkit just to be super duper careful. And by the way, my flares are tick 4 in case you're wondering. Tick 3 flares just would not get you there. And the last thing you want to do is worry about your flares when you're trying to get your troops in position. So we're going to throw a shock about there. I am going to throw a medkit on top because I'm a lot bit worried about those rocket launchers. And then as soon as that shock expires, we're going to throw one more back there, trying to keep all of our troops moving forwards. As long as we can get rid of that flamethrower, we should be good, I think. Because we're going to get into the blind spot of that machine gun. Maybe we'll throw... They're going to get underneath there. There we go. Now we're underneath. Don't need to worry about those guys. Rocket launchers can't even see them. They've got no idea that they're present. And then we can get all of this stuff. And you might want to just hold on for a half a second and get a little bit of extra gunboat energy from those back. Maybe I would have waited... If I'm 3 GBE short, we are going to know pretty darn quickly that what I did there is a bad idea. Shock there, and then we're just going to clear all of this stuff. And then I'm going to flare towards that rocket launcher, I think, which is probably a terrible idea, but I don't want all of my troops to go in the range of that boom cannon. As you saw last time, the boom cannons just ate up our warriors, but maybe that was the right call, and maybe we're going to get eaten up by this doom cannon instead. Come on, dudes. Oh, that was close. Now we just need to flare over here to get away from that boom cannon maybe, and hope. There we go. Opponent has... See, this is why you don't go full defensive, because all of a sudden these strategies come out and your defenses are just left hanging in the air there. So we are going to pick up the huge win here. Love that I brought you guys on board for this. And I love the fact that flares solved the season for the second anyways. And this is one of the things that Boom Beach is very good at. And to steal the words of a very, very smart person, Boom Beach is self-correcting. Like, things got super dirty, and then there's flares. Things are going to get dirty again, and then there's Kavan. And it's just, there's good things placed throughout this tech tree. So if you're out there and you made this tech tree, I'd love to buy you a beer one day. And well done, my friends. We shall keep moving. I want to get 18 before I put this game down, before I put my head on a pillow. So far, it seems doable, but there are bases. People have started to move engine rooms into the middle, which is going to help the people who don't have flares. And that's the beautiful thing about this game, is that people started moving engine rooms to the back and no one could get them, and then flares made it easy to get them. So they start moving them in the middle, and then other people can get engine rooms, and ups and downs and ins and outs and all sorts of sloppy good times. So there's too much time waiting for opponents is the only complaint on my side. 17 versus 17. And this does work against 5 engine rooms. I have beaten a couple 5 engine rooms this way. I have yet to go against one who has mines, though. So I don't know what to do here. They have no building health, which is a great, great thing. I'm just a little bit concerned about all of those mines and all of these boom cannons and things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the old-fashioned group of stragglers up the front, and we're going to flare right to the dead center of those mines and just hope that our lead runner gets on base. Your only job, my friends, is to get on base. Watched a lot of baseball of late, so just trying to get the medkits out there and just hoping that we can get all of this stuff, and it looks like I have completely and utterly botched it. But now we just need, I don't even know what we do here. Like, all of those back mines are scaring me. I probably should have gone left first because there's more engine rooms over there, which would have made sense. And now we have no GBE, and we need to just get whatever damage we can. So, do I clear the cannon? And then I don't think I do. I don't think I do, because that would get us in a bad, bad spot. But we don't have enough GBE for any sort. Oh, this is ugly, my friends. So, so ugly. But maybe our opponent is using the exact same strategy as we are. So, probably shouldn't have gone towards the Doom Cannon to start with, but we're just going to head on back onto that flamethrower. This is going to be awful. Just Fizzle versus Fizzle. Terrible attack versus poorly planned attack. And we are just going to throw all of the medkits right about there and just hope that our building health comes through in a pinch, and maybe, just maybe, we can get some form of an engine room. Maybe these guys on the far left are going to distract enough that maybe we can get an engine room. It's looking like, come on, boys. Come on, Jimmy. Hit that engine. Oh, that was so close. We are going to retreat with, oh, maybe. Come on. Yeah, they just went. Yeah, that was bad on my part. Ugh, the win streak is gone. I don't know what the number there was, but definitely need to think a little bit more. Probably should have just used regular troops there and gone for percentages, and then maybe, or should have started on the left and gone. We clearly could have got those left-hand side engine rooms, but we wasted all of our GBE on the Doom Cannon. So learning here, and as you, whoa, 19, that's not fair. You got too many engine rooms. Okay, so we have learned our lesson. Where is your Doom Cannon? You don't have a Doom Cannon, but you've got a global top 5 trophy. So, how do you even not have a Doom Cannon? I didn't realize that you could go some other path. And again, just gotta get these things going. Do we just go for those back 3 engine rooms? Is that a sustainable idea? I don't know is the problem. They don't have any building damage though, so we're gonna try that exact same thing. I am gonna drop you guys up there. We're going to wait a while longer, and then we're just going to flare right to there and just hope that our front runners just keep running. Just go, boys. Come on, boys. I need you to get there and not die. That is your number 1 job. We're going to waste all of our GBE, and I'm going to throw a medkit there and just hope that you boys can clear a bunch of mines. Come on, guys. You have so got this. Now you need to get onto that machine gun right there and clear it, and then we might just have a chance at getting all of this stuff. So machine gun is dead. Boom cannon is going down here. And then if I flare back, we can get into the blind spot of that rocket launcher, but I think we should be okay here. And now this time I am going to wait for them to clear that rocket launcher as well. That's going to give us a tiny bit of extra gunboat energy, and then just need a little bit of luck on our opponent not finishing. There, but they just finished though. There is our first warriors. There's the rest of the warriors. And who have we just lost to is my first question. Decent. As you can see, oh, look at these right-hand side guys. They were making a run for it, but I don't think they're going to have much of a chance. We are going to throw a med kit right there, just trying to save some of the skins of some of our dudes. And now shocking and just trying to clear. I'm guessing that our opponent probably used laser rangers is my best guess, but I got no ideas, to be completely honest. Should be able to finish this base off just by being a little teeny tiny bit smarter, and also obviously by them not having a doom cannon also helped in a big way. Let's get onto that final engine room, throw a medkit just for the sake of a medkit, and see where we lost. We should lose like 3 stars probably, because this was an unfair fight. Who are you, top 5 trophy person? Squiggles. I don't know who you are, but GG. Let's see what they're doing. 237 is gosh darn fast. 3 stars. I called it. It just sucks when you're on a win streak, but at least we already lost our win streak. What do you got for us? Warriors, and they are clearing way more stuff. And do they have troop health? Yes, they do have troop health. That would be very kind right about now. They also have brick. Okay, so they have spent all sorts of stuff. Brick with iron will. That is super duper interesting, but it's still a loss. Anyways, we are going to leave you right about there. I've given you the Cole's Notes, or the Cliff Notes. Is it Cliff Notes where you are, or Cole's Notes? I think Cole's Notes is the Canadian version. It could be the Cliff Notes or the Canadian version. Regardless, hopefully this gets you guys going. Hopefully this gets you into the rank that you're pushing for. I'm going to keep pushing for 18, see if we can avoid any more of those 19 rank bullies. Good things happening on the tech tree. I always love it when I can keep giving you guys the tidbits and getting the tidbits and sharing the tidbits, and suddenly you have a craving for some pineapple. Anyways, I am going to call it here. Thank you for coming in, liking, sharing, subscribing, and like I alluded to earlier, commenting. Comments. I'll talk to you soon. I'm Zedmont. Thanks for coming in. Peace.